Welcome back, fight fans, to this special Christmas edition of Sunday Night Fights. My name is Yoink, and we just finished watching Game 1 of a best-of-5 series between two great players, TitiTwister and Fir3ball, also known as Alliage. I'm joined by a very special guest caster, Mr. Symbiosis, all the way from the Netherlands, which we were discussing before the show, is actually composed of many different places, and it's not all just Holland. Anyway, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you. What did you think of Game 1 so far? Pretty quick knockout blow by your teammate, Fir3ball, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? A 12-minute game. It's more common for Game 1 to be over soon, but still, it was really fast.
Real quick analysis of that game that you just shoutcasted with Ami. Do you think it was due to any special strategy by Fir3ball, or did he just really have a good game of unit preservation and basic Company of Heroes tactics, which whittled down his opponent Twister through manpower destruction? I mean, Twister just could not get his rifles together. Is that what you think happened?
Yeah, he totally lost the manpower war. I mean, the strat Fir3ball used was good. He pushed at Twister's side, so his own side would be secure, but still, Twister should have used cover a bit more and be able to actually win the manpower fight or flank a few times. Now he was constantly fighting with one rifle against an MG or a Volk squad, and he never really used his whole army in a single assault.
Yeah, well, it spelled doom for him, as you said, 12-minute mark. It's very quick. Now these two gentlemen are going to have a chance to come at each other again on the same map with the factions reversed. So if our cameraman NTD can show us the map, I'd like to get started because I think it may be a good game. Perhaps TitiTwister now has his feet under him, he knows what he's doing, and Fir3ball's warmed up, so hopefully we're going to see a little bit more action than we did, I should say, more even action rather than lopsided action of Game 1. So would you like to continue to follow your friend and practice partner Fir3ball as the Americans in the South?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will follow Twister in the north. He will be playing for the Wehrmacht team this time. And if we're all synced up at 5 seconds, I think we can get this game started. So I'm going to begin this countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. The clock is ticking at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, Symbiosis, tell us, you had mentioned in Game 1 that you have practiced often with Fir3ball. How often do you do that, and what kind of things do you guys practice when you play?
We practice a lot. I think I was before the last game replays 1v1 tournament. But still, I mean, whenever we have time we play 1v1s against each other. And that goes from almost all the maps with mostly vanilla factions, but sometimes we also play OF factions or against B with US and stuff. We kind of do everything, actually.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that you are one of Company of Heroes' top players at this moment in the game's history. So when you do practice, do you set up situations with each other where, you know, you ask your practice partner to send you a particular build or a particular strategy, or do you just let it flow every single game and see you play however you want to play?
Mostly the second option, but I mean, if you want to practice against a certain style, you can also just pick an opponent who plays very similar to that style you want to practice against. When I was playing a few games before my matches against Armstrong in the first contender bout, I played some games against Tommy's Wehrmacht, simply because his Wehrmacht is almost identical to Armstrong's one. So there are some ways you can easily practice certain strategies.
That's very interesting. Different pros have different ways of practicing, and that's. I just wanted to know how you did it, because maybe we can all learn a little lesson there. A little bit of aggression here now from Fir3ball as he pushes American rifles right up the center of Argenton Crossroads. Looks like he's going for that cutoff, and he's going to get it here because there does not appear to be any German forces in the area besides these Volks that, they are going to engage at long range behind that green cover. But here comes Jeep pushing. Jeep pushing is going to win this battle right here.
If he can push them out. The Jeep seems to fill it.
Now we're getting Volk's reinforcements from the east are coming in, and this Jeep really has not done a good job of pushing like I thought, and that rifle squad is going to escape with its life. Down it goes! Oh, man, on the retreat. That is not what Fir3ball was hoping for. Big, big loss in the first 2 minutes of the game to lose your rifleman there. Now this Jeep is all alone, although no one has been firing at it, so it's going to escape pretty much unscathed. Oh, big, big victory for the Wehrmacht. Yeah, even Fir3ball recognizes it. Crap. He just waited a little too long to get that rifle squad out of there, and now he's going to pay for it all game.
Yep. It started with the Jeep was unable to push the Volks out of cover, so that's where he lost the engagement.
I agree. I thought for sure that that was going to be an easy win for the Americans. A Jeep and a rifle squad against one single Volksgrenadier and maybe a Pioneer coming up. It seems like he should have won, but he just couldn't get the clicks in time. Not sure how that happened. Now he's going to get a little bit more engagements here in... Go ahead.
Maybe the Volks were stuck or something in the cover, and the Jeep just couldn't reach them.
It's possible, and now we're seeing a reversal here. It looks like Twister is the one who is going to cut off the American fuel sources in the south. There's no Americans anywhere to challenge this one Pioneer squad here at the cutoff. This is, boy, this really fell apart quick for Fir3ball, but it's not a game loser for him. He can still pull this out.
Let's hope so.
I'm seeing a lot more aggression, and even it seems to be more comfort on the side of Twister with his Wehrmacht. Perhaps he just is more comfortable playing the Wehrmacht on this map because he just seems to have a lot more aggression and more control over his army and what he's doing. His micro is strong. He's already laid some mines down there by the American cutoff. That's going to be a big surprise. I have a feeling, though, that those rifles probably saw that. I think that Fir3ball saw that mine down there, so it's not going to be as effective as if it had been a surprise mine in the face of a rifle.
I'm not sure, I was too late to check it out, if you could actually see it. We'll see.
Alright, some Jeep harassment going on in the graveyard, although these Volks are in great cover. There's probably no danger whatsoever of them being ejected, and now they're going to move up and try and take this Jeep out. You know, we've had a lot of different thoughts about Jeeps and Tier 1 vehicles from different players. Certainly Aimstrong says he hates the Jeep more than anything else. He made that very clear on one episode of Sunday Night Fights. What do you think about using Tier 1 vehicles? Is this something that you enjoy doing?
Yes, definitely. I love them. Especially the bike, because it works just so great with the MG.
Oh man, Fir3ball just lost an engineer squad.
Yeah.
Ugh. Now he's going to lose this Jeep too.
Yeah.
Alright, down goes that Jeep. And now we've lost 3 Tier 1 units in the first 5 minutes for Fir3ball's Americans. This is not good, and Twister is looking just fine. He's got a sniper out now. He's got MGs covering the graveyard. Boy, this is going to be trouble.
Oh, Fir3ball did sweep the mines, though, at the road.
Okay, so he did see it. That's that's what I thought.
And he's also researching grenades.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Twister's just revealed his sniper by taking a shot at an engineer squad. So we know that certainly Fir3ball has that to deal with now. He knows what he's got to do.
Enemy unit down. Losing ground out there.
I think we lost an engineer squad somewhere. Oh yeah, it was over by the graveyard. I wasn't sure if it was. Yeah, Flamers cooked an engineer squad over there.
Okay, the grenades are done. Let's see if he goes for the flank.
Well, you know, he's got units in position all the way to the west of that graveyard there. They've just kind of been sitting there, and here is the flank in progress. We got Flamers that were quickly retreated. Now, these rifles all the way at the top have got to move quick because, you know, there's a sniper there and there's an MG42. Looks like they may be able to execute this flank. Boy, they're really going far. MG's repositioning.
We have territory out of supply.
Okay, now's your chance. Here he comes. The rifle squad in the graveyard is going to move forward.
We have territory.
No other units in the area to stop. Looks like this flank may get pulled off right now, even though the sniper... Oh, wow, look at that! There's the grenade. Doesn't do any damage. It's a good
He
throw.
should have cancelled
Succeeded.
it.
Yeah.
Now he lost the surprise grenade. I mean, the first one is always the deadliest.
Agreed. He did sort of throw it at a retreating MG, so it just didn't have the kind of
Yeah.
effect that he had hoped. He was able to cut off that fuel, though. Looks like he's been able to turn that fuel white, which I think was his ultimate goal. He's got to stop Wehrmacht teching at this point, and so I would call this a slight victory for the Americans, although here comes Twister with a substantial Volks sniper army to take back this graveyard.
And Oyas is building a sniper right now in his base.
Okay, these Volks
And
Grenadiers and
now-
Sniper are in a good position.
Now Twister has seen the grenades. He might go for tier 3 and... Oyas is dead then. Especially if he loses his rifle.
Yeah, you know what? Tier 3 is being purchased in the Reich headquarters right now. It's going to be ready in about 5 seconds. So then it's up to him whether or not he wants to build the Sturm Armory. But look at the good recovery of the graveyard. No losses on these Volks Grenadiers, and now they're going to cap everything right back.
Okay, the sniper is out.
Our fuel point is being taken by the enemy.
This is almost an exact reverse of the last game. I feel like we're seeing it all over again. Wehrmacht dominance again on Argenton Crossroads. Would you call it overly unbalanced for Wehrmacht? I wouldn't. I just think it's just being played very well today.
Supply lines are broken.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really unbalanced, so... This is just... Maybe both players feel more comfortable with Wehrmacht.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear to me that's what's going on here. Okay, so we've got the American sniper coming up through the graveyard. Where is... Okay, they're both cloaked, and they're within firing range of each other. We might see a sniper knife fight here coming up. And it looks like Twister reveals his sniper first. And Fir3ball is slowly moving northbound with his sniper. Ooh, this is going to get close here. Volks Grenadiers against an even amount of rifles. Rifles in green cover, probably going to win this engagement. Probably very, very tempting right now for Twister to take a shot at any of these rifles, knowing what's going to happen here. Pops medic packs on 2 of those Volks Grenadiers. That's going to extend this engagement a little bit longer. Also, both gentlemen